What's going on, guys? It's your boy Ned back with DFS Stats and Facts. Got my fiance in the back. And I'm here, man, because Tuesday is big games. It's only 5 games, though. So 5 games sleep for tomorrow. NBA, 400K, fade away, 100K to first, and a $15 entry. I have my laptop with me today. We need some help. And yeah, because I don't even have time to take notes fresh off of practice as well for my team. But I already told y'all about that in the last video. Keep up, man. Stop playing. We here now. NBA All-Star Weekend this weekend. I'll also be covering that. But today, on Monday night, I will be covering for tomorrow. So, 5 games we have. Chicago versus Washington. Clippers versus the Sixers. San Antonio against OKC. Portland against New Orleans. And Boston against Houston. James Harden is at 11-4 against Boston. He might not be. I don't know, man. I just think you can always get someone better with a lower salary. For example, I would definitely pick Kimba Walker in that game, who's at 7,700, and he's averaging 38.3. And he's probably gonna try to do his thing against Houston. Real quick though, for Kimba, last game he had 35. Game before that, 32.5, and then 29.5. So yeah, he's hovering around there, around the 30s. He probably could get a little bit more than that though, but I think he is going to give you a little bit more than that tomorrow, especially against Houston. So look out for Kimba. I like Houston though. I'm going to go over to a couple players in Houston because people are sleeping on them. Eric Gordon is out, so PJ Tucker has been in there, and they've been making a lot of jokes about Houston because of the whole got rid of Clint Capella and now they're playing small ball, and people are asking, can small ball get to the finals and all that. Rockets couldn't get to the finals with a big man, so that should be your answer right there. But anyway, going right into it, I will go to power forwards. I can't even find this man now, though. Yeah, PJ Tucker. So he's at, for value, I think he's going to give you that value. 4,400, he's definitely going to give you that value. Just in his last game, I might be bigging him up. Yeah, no, his last game, he was at 5,000. He gave you 20.25. So that's not actually that good. He probably give you a little bit more, but PJ Tucker, man, he's really a workhorse though now, and they've been using him even more because of Clint Capella's not there anymore. So, but also don't forget about Daniel House Jr., who they also been using, and he had more than PJ Tucker. He had 25. Literally, and he's only at 4.8. So don't sleep on these like fill-in players, man. Daniel House can be a filler as well as PJ Tucker. But talking some realness now, off of these players, I'm seeing people still sleeping on my boy Schroeder, so I'm gonna bring him up for another guard because he's been doing the damn thing this whole season. He had 37.25 last game and 23.5. That was against Boston and Detroit. And he also had 48.75 against Cleveland and 42.5 against Phoenix. So that was his last 4 games. Dennis Schroeder, definitely a good guard pickup, and especially at 6'5". I mean, salary is only at 6'5". You only get 50,000, folks. So you want to remember that as well. CJ McCollum. No, I ain't really feeling CJ like that. Nah, I ain't feeling CJ. I take that back. I'm going to go centers and give you a couple guys. Now, you got some big names playing. You got Embiid, of course, against the Clippers. He might actually have a field day, but his salary is at 9-1, which is actually not bad because he's probably going to give you that against the Clippers. Who they got? Like Zubac, Harrell, Embiid should eat against them, but honestly, the Sixers organization's been pissing me off. Still repping, but they all been pissing me off, man. One game out of like last 5-6 games is very embarrassing and annoying. But yeah, speaking of Embiid though, he had 64.5 last game against Chicago. That was against Chicago though. We already know how they looking this year. 33.5 against Memphis. More realistic, 45.75 against Milwaukee, which is very nice against Milwaukee, and 50 against Miami. So Joel Embiid could probably get you that salary tomorrow against the Clippers, against the odds of Zubac, Harrell, and that's pretty much it. So, And B's probably a good look for center, actually, tomorrow. My other boy, though, I'll bring up, and I brought him up in the last video, is boy Zion, man. He's been on a tear since he came back. 31 fantasy points in the last game, 36.25 in the game before that, 39, 35, 5 in the last two games before that. So Zion's been doing it, and I love it because his salary is only at $7,400, which is beautiful. They're going against Portland, as stated earlier, so don't forget about Zion. That's another big man. He can go as center and forward, so I'm going to go small forward now. I like Jason Tatum. Not because he's going up against a team that is ranked 30th against, not only, I should say, I'm sorry, I'm very tired. Not only against, he's going up against a team where they are 30th against his position. So that's one reason why I would put him in. But on top of that, he's also been on a tear with 44-75 against OKC. Atlanta, he had 51, 62 against Orlando. And this is all fantasy points, right? Okay. 45.25 against Atlanta again. So Jason Tatum at 8,400 is definitely a good pickup. I feel like I already gave y'all enough, man. I can't give y'all too much. I'll sneak in one more, I guess. Trying to be generous. I can't be as generous as football, as stated before, but I can get you there. Oh. Lou Williams. Tomorrow against Philly. An old team. They're probably going to have him out there more than usual. He had 39-25 against Cleveland. That was Cleveland. They totally blew out Cleveland 133-92. Minnesota, he had 24.5, and he also had 24.5 against Miami. And, yeah, he was slipping against San Antonio, though. But that was all the way back on the 3rd. He had 18.75. But I think he's going to give you around the 30s and 40s tomorrow against the old one of his former teams. He had a bunch of former teams. But, yeah, he loves playing in Philly. And I think Lou Williams is going to turn up at Philly. So, yeah, man, that's all I'm going to give y'all, though, man. I feel like that was very generous. But I hope you remember the players. You definitely want to remember the salaries. You want to get that money. Get that paper and stop playing.